Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Real Money, Real Business podcast. I'm Lauren, and today we have Iria on the show, who's selling a dropshipping business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. Hey Iria, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great, Lauren. Really excited to be joining you today.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show. I'm really looking forward to talking to you and learning more about your business. But before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of the business. This is a dropshipping business created in July 2017 in the survival and security and technology niches. The average revenue for the business is $94,103 per month, and it makes an average of $10,127 per month in net profit. The assets included with the business are 2 domains, including all content and files, employee contracts, supplier contracts and relationships, a Shopify account, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest social media accounts, and email lists with over 9,500 total subscribers. For everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 60687 to learn more about this business. Or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So now that we know more about the business, let's hear from the seller. Iria, can you fill us in on your background in starting and running online businesses?
Absolutely. So I actually have a business degree. I have an MBA. Currently, I am a dropshipping coach for a company called Dropshipping Lifestyle. So I show entrepreneurs from all over the world how to start their online businesses and how to build a team on them so that they can get a little bit of more freedom.
Fantastic. Yeah. So it sounds like you've got a good deal of experience in the industry. What inspired you to start your own dropshipping business?
I would say the flexibility, when we started this business, it was actually my husband's idea. He's an engineer by trade and he travels a lot. He wanted to have something that would allow him, to travel while making money. At a time, I just moved with him and I was looking for job opportunities. And he was like, I got the perfect deal for you. And everything is story from there. I started a company and that was awesome, because it let me travel with him for years instead of having a job that would put me in a permanent location.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely one of the main benefits of online business is being able to run your business from anywhere in the world. What attracted you to the dropshipping business model over other options like Amazon FBA or Shopify, for example?
Well, our business is actually set up on Shopify, and I like it because Shopify it's really friendly and really easy to use, but I didn't like the Amazon FBA system because at the end you're dependable, on Amazon, and a company like Amazon, they can change the game rules at any time. And, I don't like the fact of not having that control over my business compared to a dropshipping store, that currently it's set up on Shopify, but you can set it up in WooCommerce or whatever platform you prefer.
Yeah, certainly. Following on from that, has Shopify always been your primary income stream or have you tried other platforms like WooCommerce?
Yes, Shopify have always been my main income stream.
Okay, great. Well, as you say, you work in the dropshipping industry. It certainly sounds like you have a passion for this business. What is the reason that you've decided to sell the business now?
I do, actually. I got a baby. I got a 6 months baby here. And I'll give you a sneak peek. I'm pregnant and I'm having baby number 2 on the way. It's kind of like trading one opportunity at the moment. It's just, I prefer to be more focused in my family for the next years. It's actually really hard to put your time and be good at everything at the same time. And even though my team takes care of my business, it's still something I'm always thinking about. So I'm going to be a full-time mommy for a couple of years.
Oh, that's fantastic. Congratulations. That's very exciting. It sounds like you've got some great times ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
So looking back on your journey with this business, what would you say was your biggest win since starting the business?
Yeah, my biggest win was definitely make the business totally hands off. My team have been operating my business, I believe, it's fully operated since 2019. So the fact that, yeah, I don't need to put much of my time on it, it's really awesome. I don't need to be, getting all these customer calls or emails, or that they can be, they can really drag your energy and distract you from other projects.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very true. What would you say your biggest setback or challenge was?
I would say one of my biggest challenges was with Google Ads. When I started, I learned to do all of these things by myself, but I did try with multiple agencies. I didn't got the best results. So up until I decided to learn Google Ads and I implemented by myself, and I was in constant communication with my team, on what to promote depending on changes, because potential promotions we have or stuff like that. Up until I took control of my Google Ads, I was not able to truly develop my business.
Yeah, it can certainly be a very tricky thing to get right. Following on from that, can you walk us through what you're doing in terms of marketing for the business?
Yeah, absolutely. So we run Google Ads, we run shopping ads, we have Facebook set up for retargeting. We've been lately trying to focus a little bit more on SEO. It's a little bit of more long-term project, but I mean, at the end, it's going to make the business way more strong if we can get more and more organic traffic. So we've been like implementing tons of blogs. We have email marketing set up. We just start working this week actually in reposting all our blogs in Pinterest.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it certainly sounds like you've got quite a diverse range of marketing campaigns going on, which is always fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
What would you see as the major opportunities for growth with this business?
Well, there is still many marketing channels that we haven't dig into. For example, Pinterest, we just start working this week on it. But yeah, definitely you can like pin, all your products, all your blogs, all your collection pages. Like I do know actually from somebody in the industry, it was a smaller business, but they were able to change their visitors from like 2,500 up to like 25,000 in 4 weeks. So we do
Wow.
get way more traffic than them. So I'm actually really excited about this project. But yeah, dig deeper in other channels like Pinterest, LinkedIn, it's something that we have totally left on the side. And I mean, there is lots of growing opportunities there so that you can like, partner with companies that might need your products. Again, with SEO, it's just like, it's a never ending project. And actually, now that we're talking about SEO, it's really good because I'm training one of my employees. We bought a training on SEO, and during her working hours, she's watching it. So we got the tools to implement this. It's just a matter of time. Then an affiliate program, we haven't even jumped into it, but I'm sure there is a lot of opportunity. And of course, private label, that it's like everyone's dream, being able to have your own brand, especially in this niche that it's a very passion niche, I would say. It's like a hobby, and people that like it, it would be awesome to have your own brand.
Yeah, those are all great points. Definitely a lot of potential for growth there, which is very exciting. Turning now to your inventory and supply chain, how many suppliers do you have and where are they based?
In one of the business, we have 20 suppliers, and then in the other one, we got 7. I believe just one is in the UK, and all the other ones are in the US.
Okay, great. And how often are you in contact with the suppliers?
Well, to be honest, me in contact with them, the last time I talked with a supplier was exactly a year ago, when they actually gave me the opportunity, to be the only person listing their products in Amazon. And I did pass the opportunity at the time because I told them I just find out I'm pregnant and I'm going through a lot of projects at the time. But yeah, a year ago was the last time I have a conversation with a manufacturer. Other than that, they do send us inventory reports, and my team daily ask them questions about potential customers or stuff like that.
Yeah, that's great. It sounds like you've built up a really good relationship with them.
Oh my God, yeah, I do love my suppliers. When I told one of them last year I was pregnant, a couple actually, I got all these even like presents. They are like really nice people to work with.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's always a great asset for a business to have. How long does it usually take to fulfill orders?
I would say, for the majority of our suppliers, it's like 3 to 7 business days. We do have a couple that are custom made, so they might be anything between 4 to 12 weeks because they are custom made. The customers are really happy to wait. They know it's a custom made product.
Yeah, certainly. So you mentioned that what appealed to you about the dropshipping business model was how hands-off it is. Can you walk me through what a typical work week looks like for you when running this business?
Well, I actually put in the listing, that I work 1 day per week, but I would say I actually operate less. It truly depends, like maybe on a week I just catch with one of my BAs, and see how everything is going. Usually everything is going good. I just want to be sure if they need my assistance. One of my biggest tasks would be probably pay like the credit card, or there is a couple suppliers that we gotta send them a check monthly. So do the check, but that's not something that you necessarily do every single week. And then maybe another week what I would do is just like give an eye to my Google Ads, like verify that everything is working properly. But my working week is pretty hands off.
Yes, it certainly sounds very passive. You've mentioned your team in passing. Can you run us through the team that you have in place and what everyone does?
Yeah, absolutely. So currently we have two BAs. One of them, her name is Sarah, and she can run the business by herself. She takes full care of customer service, the phone, the email. She processes the orders, all the process, with the manufacturers, and send the tracking numbers. She can request shipping quotes, or yeah, all the quoting process as well. She's really good in Shopify. Any app that you want to install, she learns super quick and she implements it, and she knows how to update it. She also upload products or update them, and she makes a beautiful job. So Sarah, yeah, it's like the VA that you would need to daily run and operate your business. And then we got another VA called Maria that she works more in a management role or business development. So currently she's in training for email marketing. She knows a little bit of graphic design. So if you need like banners, she can help you with that. I also have her in a training for SEO. So her week right now, because Sarah operates business, is a lot of trainings actually, which is going to be great, for the future owner, because, she's learning all these things that she's going to be able to implement. It's just a matter of time. Then she's really good writing. She actually on her site, she's a writer and she helped us like proofread articles or like create content maybe for a collection page. And she is always on the back end, just in case Sarah have like any complication or she's not available. Sarah was in vacations this week, for example, so Maria covered her for 1 week. Yeah, that would be Maria's role.
Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, it certainly sounds like they've got every area of the business covered. Taking into account everything we've discussed so far, what would you say the biggest challenge will be for the buyer when they take over this business?
I would say the biggest challenge is don't get too comfortable because, that's what happened with me. The business is operated by my team and it generates a comfortable cash flow. So it's really easy to just get comfortable and leave on the side the growing factor. I mean, at the end, if you have a business, it's nice if it's generating, but you want it to keep growing.
Yeah, that's fantastic advice and definitely something that it's easy to slip into, as you say. How much support are you willing to offer the buyer to help ease the transition?
I put on the listing, it says 1 month of calls and emails, but like this business have been my baby. It's in my best interest, that the buyer have all the success. So if longer is needed, we needed to put a number, but I'm totally open to give a longer support because I do want this business to be successful, even more successful that I have built it. And I wish the best for the buyer.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think that'll be much appreciated by the buyer. When it comes to negotiating the actual sale, would you be open to something like an earnout?
No, we're not open to an earnout. We want a cash offer.
Okay, cool. And would you commit to a non-compete agreement?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, Iria, I'm sure there's some aspiring entrepreneurs listening in who might be considering starting a dropshipping business of their own. What advice would you give to them that you wish you knew when you first started your dropshipping business?
I would say when you're a entrepreneur, it's really easy to get distracted and like don't have systems, So work with a calendar, set yourself a schedule and working hours, at least at the beginning, like creating a structure that then you can pass to your VAs. It's super important.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic advice. Especially, as you say, if you're going to grow the business and hire employees, it's important to have those structures in place.
And especially, the hardest part is starting a business from scratch. Definitely when you're starting, there are so many tasks that you gotta implement that if you don't organize yourself, it's really easy to just leave a project and never build anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's very true. Well, Ilya, that leads us to the last question of the interview, and probably the most important one. If you had to put yourself into the shoes of a buyer, why do you think your business is a business worth buying?
Well, it got a lot of growing opportunity, and I would say my business is really stable. Especially in nowadays, it's kind of hard sometimes to find businesses that are really stable. I would say my business have been pretty much in the same position or growing a little bit like since 2019. So yeah, it's really stable, which is awesome.
Yeah, great point. And yeah, it's unusual to find such a stable business. So that's fantastic that you managed to achieve that. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with our listeners that I might have missed?
No, I mean, the other thing that I believe it's great for any potential buyers, it's like this comes with two businesses, and that's pretty unique. It's not just one. And like I say before, like the fact of starting a business from scratch is the hardest part. These two businesses are already profitable and operating. So you just got, purchasing this one, double the chance of success.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fantastic point. There's a lot to be said for buying an established business. It certainly is easier. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Ilya, and giving us a little bit more insight into you and your business. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day.
Absolutely, Lauren, anytime. And it was wonderful talking to you today.
Fantastic. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 60687. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.